Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we are going to be talking all about data quality assurance.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, and we've got a whole stack of materials from DSS Consulting.
Okay.
They're a Hungarian firm. They've been doing this for decades, data quality management. And, it's interesting because, we always think about all the data that's out there, but we don't really think about the quality of it. And one of the things that I found really striking in the materials is that they've found that companies can waste up to 20% of their marketing budget because of bad data.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a big chunk of change.
It's a lot. It's like if you think about it, all the money that you're putting into trying to reach customers.
Right.
If 20% of that is just going to
Down the drain
because you've got the wrong addresses or duplicate entries or customer info that's just plain wrong. That's a big hit.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a hidden cost that quietly drains resources, and it can really impact decisions across the board.
Yeah, it's like, that annoying drip you hear from a leaky faucet.
Right.
But instead of wasting water, it's wasting money.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's all because of things like we said, wrong addresses, duplicate entries, or customer info that's just plain wrong.
And DSS Consulting is really all about tackling this problem head on.
Okay.
And they don't just offer these Band-Aid solutions. They go for a complete overhaul.
Okay.
They really provide end-to-end data quality management.
So what's the root of the problem here? Why are businesses struggling so much with data quality?
Well, I think the heart of the issue is that businesses today live and breathe data. They need it to function. But so often they're dealing with data that's full of inaccuracies,
Right.
gaps, inconsistencies.
So it's not just about having some data.
Right.
It's about having the right data.
It's about having the right data. Exactly.
And I bet there's some pretty serious consequences if these data quality gremlins aren't dealt with.
Oh, absolutely. Ignoring these data quality issues can lead to a cascade of hidden costs,
Like what?
Think about wasted resources, marketing campaigns that just completely miss the mark.
Yeah.
And ultimately, you've got decisions being made based on shaky ground.
Can you give me like a real-world example of how this plays out?
Sure. So imagine a company launches a campaign
Right.
for, let's say, baby products, but their data is inaccurate, and they end up sending those promotions to senior citizens.
Oh.
Not exactly the target audience they had in mind.
Yeah, that's a marketing fail for sure.
Yeah, talk about throwing money down the drain.
Okay, so let's get into how DSS Consulting tackles this. I understand they've got this 5-step process.
They do. It's a comprehensive roadmap, and it starts with a data quality assessment.
Okay.
They go in and they figure out exactly what data problems exist.
Okay.
Whether it's missing information in correct formatting or those duplicate entries we talked about.
So it's like a data checkup to diagnose the issues.
Exactly.
Okay, what's next?
The next step is establishing a data quality standard. And this is about creating a clear set of rules and guidelines for data. It's like setting the blueprint for what good data looks like within the company.
That makes sense, so everyone's on the same page.
Exactly.
Then what?
Then comes the actual cleaning phase. This is where they roll up their sleeves and fix those existing data problems.
Okay.
Correcting errors, filling in gaps, removing duplicates. You know how annoying it is to deal with duplicate contacts in your phone?
Yeah.
Imagine that on a massive scale within a company's database.
Oh, yeah.
That's where data cleaning comes in.
So they're basically giving the data a good scrub,
Exactly.
getting it sparkling clean.
Yeah.
But how do they prevent the mess from happening all over again?
That's where their fourth step comes in real-time data validation.
Okay.
So imagine a customer enters their phone number with an extra digit on an online form. DSS Consulting implements systems that can catch that error right as it's entered,
Wow.
preventing it from ever making it into the database.
That's like having a super-powered spell checker for your data.
Exactly.
Okay, and finally, step 5.
Step 5 is all about sustainability. It's data asset management.
Okay.
This is about building a culture of data quality within the company, establishing systems and practices that keep the data clean and reliable over the long haul.
So it's not a one-time fix. It's about creating healthy data habits.
Exactly.
Now, I know DSS Consulting doesn't just rely on manual labor for all of this.
Right.
They've developed some pretty cool software solutions to help with this whole process.
They have 2 main weapons in their arsenal, DSS Quality Monitor and DSS iQualidator.
All right, let's dive into those. First up, DSS Quality Monitor. What's the deal with that one?
So DSS Quality Monitor is their Oracle-based software. And it's specifically designed for data quality assurance and data migration.
Oh.
It's a powerhouse for analyzing, cleaning, and transforming data.
And what about DSSI Qualidator? What's its superpower?
DSSI Qualidator is the real-time validation hero.
Yeah, okay.
It integrates directly into existing systems, acts like a bouncer at the data club, only letting the good data in.
I love that analogy.
And no, this bouncer doesn't accept bribes.
So tell me, what kind of data can this bouncer actually validate?
Oh, you name it. Names, addresses, phone numbers, email addresses, tax IDs, company registration numbers, even social security numbers.
Wow.
Basically, any data that's crucial for a business to get right.
They've really covered all the bases, it sounds like. They've got a solution for every data quality dilemma out there.
They really have, and they've put this expertise to work for some big-name clients as well.
Speaking of which, DSS Consulting has worked with some major players in banking, insurance, telecom, and even publishing. They've pretty much seen it all when it comes to data gone wrong.
They really have, and they've developed a really comprehensive suite of services to address these challenges head-on.
So give us the rundown. What are some of their core data quality services?
They offer data quality audits, cleansing, deduplicate, data migration, you name it, and of course their specialty, real-time validation.
So it's a one-stop shop for all your data quality needs.
Absolutely.
What are some of the tangible benefits companies can expect from working with DSS Consulting and implementing these solutions?
Well, for starters, companies see significant cost savings. Remember those leaky faucets?
Yeah.
DSS Consulting helps companies plug those leaks by eliminating the inefficiencies and errors caused by bad data.
Yeah, I could see how that would add up quickly.
Beyond cost savings, companies experience a boost in their decision-making capabilities. When you're working with accurate and reliable data, you can make informed decisions that drive better outcomes. It's like having a clear roadmap instead of navigating with a faulty compass.
So it's not just about fixing the data itself, it's about improving the entire decision-making process.
Absolutely. And finally, companies gain the ability to truly utilize their data assets. They can mine those clean, reliable data sets for valuable insights, fueling innovation and better business strategies.
So they go from drowning in data to actually swimming in insights. This has been a fascinating deep dive. So far, we've learned about the hidden costs of bad data, the importance of a comprehensive approach to data quality assurance, and the impressive solutions that DSS Consulting brings to the table.
Yeah, it's clear they're not just cleaning up data, they're helping companies transform their entire approach to data management.
Exactly. It's all about becoming truly data-driven, making smarter choices, and achieving better results.
Absolutely.
And with that, we'll wrap up part 1 of our deep dive into data quality assurance with DSS Consulting. But stick around, because in part 2, we're going to explore some real-world examples of how DSS Consulting has helped their clients achieve data quality success. We'll get into the nitty-gritty of how their solutions played out in real-life scenarios.
And we'll dig even deeper into the specific technologies and methodologies they use to achieve such impressive results.
Until then, keep your data clean and your curiosity high.